Kumara Namaskar. This is FIDE Senior Trainer and International Master Sekhar Sahu. Welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Session to this intermediate training session. This particular position, white is Grandmaster Polugowski and black is Ferdinand Hellers. White to play, white is winning. Not only an extra pawn, his move and he has to find the correct plan. White is winning. Oh no, black to play it is. Now white to play, white is winning the game. Please find out. I hope you find a plan now. I'm not opened the chat box yet. It is opened up. Yeah, it is getting opened. Taking time. Yeah. So all are welcome. Veerabhadra Singh, Vijay Ozham, Devers, Vatsal Parikh, Vivan Visarsa, Kamal Makecha, Uttam Digal, Akhar Jhala. So Bhakti Gajai. No, Queen F6 is. How can you play Queen F6? E5 planning Queen F6, not the correct move. Not the correct move. You need to have activity. If I this is not the right moment, so you need to open the black position. So the important thing is to play g4 here. There is no other plan. If you paralyze the position, you know you will never get the break. You will just give check and wait. So the correct move is to play g4. Idea. Now I want to open the black king's position. Once the G and H pawn is open, the black king is exposed. So it is important to exchange these two pawns for this. So this is the correct plan. E5 is not the best move. When you play E5, you will not able to create threat. This is just waiting. Just wait. He will just check and wait. Not the easy. So G4 is action. So the correct move is one second. Yeah. So what's no background noise? All right. So this is the action correct move. G4 is the correct plan now. He's giving a threat pawn into pawn and completely exposing the only move. And now queen takes. Now this is much more easier. The pawn is coming, king is coming. So this is slowly making progress. If you expose, it is much more easier. It is exposed further. Now all this move would not have been possible. Activity of king. Now this is running out of check. He is running out of check. And now the main plan of black, why if you go somewhere, he will come here now. So this is a threat now. So you cannot go somewhere. So he will come ultimately. Ultimately he will come. Finally, he has to come here. And now it is winning. You get a there you have to force to give and now block getting into zugzwang slow. I will open up further exchange of the pawn and the king and queen will go after the king. The point, he will not have many checks there. Now if you give further check, then queen g5 check. So check. You cannot give check. Now if you give check, king enters further and winning the game. Finally, the king is pushed. Finally, and the king and queen will enter. Forced, lost. You can see this is the plan. There is no easy way. Both king and queen must participate in the battle. It is necessary to open the king position. Maybe I can show you one game. So another practical game, so you get an idea of this one. Maybe I'll show another practical game. I will show you later. If I go back from the file, it is creating some software problem. So this is the plan. We get G4 break and win the game. Correct plan. Okay. I will show one game where you need to open the king position. Okay. This position. This position, it took queen ending has come. Now actually it is a draw. This is not more than a draw. But white was ambitious and played for a win and lost the game. So I will tell you, a player should not stretch a position. You can go to a certain limit. Beyond a limit, if you push the position, it is lost. So don't try press too hard. Draw is a draw. Just the rule of chess. The drawn game, if you try to win, overstretch, you lose the game. So White did overstretch. Now the point is, White is going to win both these pawns. After this move, so he will give check and then check and then check. He will win all these pawns. Suppose you take this, you give a check. Now you come, and now both the pawns are gone. Whatever you do, but this is a move. He is overreaching, not the correct move. So he played queen, check, and now the point is king, and now he comes because now there is a perpetual threat is there, perpetual threat. So he comes now queen here. So he plays queen check, king. Now queen check, king. Now after that he comes. When it is still the draw, it is still a draw. Check, 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 draw. But notice the greed for win. So last chance to repeat, he comes. Now what is the problem? He says, this check I will defend. But notice the drama. Check, now king. Check. This unexpected shot. Check, king. It is lost now. It is terrible that white king is now getting battered. No defense. No defense. Now if you come, king, suppose you play king, queen check, and come, and then checkmate. As it is, there is a mad threat now. Helpless. So this is an important lesson that a player should not go beyond a limit. Trying to win a position without exact accurate thinking, general moves. Just keep playing. Just keep playing. That will never work in chess. So this is one example that being material up, he is lost. White lost again. One extra pawn, but he is in a hopeless position. I will show one more example. This is between not so strong players. Maybe both are IMs, but I will show a position with super grandmaster, world class grandmasters. That also a good example, not to stretch again. Now, queen ending has come. White is Bent Larsen and black is Paul Keres in San Antonio tournament 1972. So this position 4-3, it's a draw, not much. The reason is white has an advantage, but after pawn into pawn, the king, there is no breakthrough. There is no breakthrough possible. So he tried. Idea that someday I will give a check and come here and into the mate. That is just a dream. Now let's see how it goes on. He's just waiting. Okay, if you play here, he will just wait. Nothing more than that. So he tries to open up. The pop idea, I can get this break. So check and now mate threat. Mate threat. H1 mate. There is a giving a mate threat. So wait, check again. So he tried some moves and tried some moves again. Again mate threat. So there is no plan available. It is a draw because the king is exposed. This is not easy to get a cover. White should accept a draw. But White tried now. Now notice the game that this move is still not lost. Still it is a draw. Now he should accept the draw. The last chance. This is the last chance that White should say no more win draw. But he stretched. Unbelievably, this is lost now. So check. Okay, he can go now, but this is bad now because queen into pawn is coming. So this at the moment it looks no problem because the queen is guarding the square. So there is no problem. There is no problem. And queen is guarding the square. So white feels does not feel the sense of danger. White does not feel the sense of danger. Zugzwang. Now he's giving a threat. He's giving a threat now. The king in trouble. The queen is unprotected. So what else you can do? You cannot do anything. You cannot go and attack the pawn. Queen check is coming. So he comes pawn into pawn. Now no more draw. No more draw. No more draw. Two pawn, but it is lost now. Check and now. So you cannot repeat now. Now there is a mate threat. There is a mate threat, and you cannot do on account of this check. So you have to forget the pawn and run now. Check, check, and now it is black is winning now. And Karas is a great endgame player. This is position is winning and he won the game. Now king pawn ending you can't play. Now this slowly now the king and queen will go after this pawn. Lost position. Lost. So this is a drama like that. It has happened many cases, many cases. A player trying to stretch and not successful. So be careful. Adalza and Adalza, brothers, welcome. Arpit Agrawal, RG Chess, hello. Tanmay Azmera. So it is important. There are two examples I gave you. This is a great example. Larson Keres trying to stretch too much and lost the game. And other game also I saw. You saw this is also he lost the game. Okay, this also he lost the game. Let's go to now some more examples. Alekhine versus Stolz. So here, hello RG Chess, Tanmay Azmera. So here, now there is nothing. He has to maintain the pin. Otherwise the pawn will queen. This check is bad. Check is met by cover and then gradually it will progress. So here, pin. See the beautiful win. Check, check. Okay. Now the winning plan. Somebody tell me what is the main plan, not the move. Don't tell me a move now. What is the winning plan? Nikhil Raz, welcome. Arpit Agrawal. Once I started, I must open the door for ventilation. Open the door. Yeah. So here, welcome Prince Gandhi. Somebody tell me a plan. Arpit Agrawal, Queen. What Queen? What? Where? You know what is the Alekhin's plan here? He just forward hacker. No, the plan is, the king wants to come here. But first, the king is planning, is the journey of the king is find a shelter here. This is the plan. He wants to play this move. Salter, check, check, check. If you give Queen S3 check, he is not going to work. He will run out of check. And no more check. Any check is met by a check. You can't give me this queen check, or you cannot give me queen check. So it is lost. So you cannot give queen s3 check. So you gives no. Check, check. Another. So this is the. So he reaches the target, king Zugzwang. Now he cannot give a check. The simple plan now, the queen cannot leave because the pawn queen, and the white's plan is simple. Come here one or two here, and then this. Just bring the queen coming and just check or coming here. So this is a very interesting idea. Okay. No, this is just a plan. I'm telling you, there is no puzzle. I'm just showing you the method. One method. How queen ending to be treated. I can go this way or this another. This is a main actual game. Virabhadra, this is the actual game. I am only showing the game, main game, not my analysis. See, okay, I will go to the analysis. So this is the actual game. So actual game. This is actual game. Check. Actual game. He resigned. Okay. So now let us do some interesting queen end games. Some few more interesting queen end games. Black to play. Evaluate the position. Evaluate the position. Ram Das will come. No, black cannot win. It's a draw. Black cannot win. No, black cannot win. It's a draw. 2 point down. So it is a draw, but correct move. You have to find the correct move. Queen check draw. Now here you come. Now if you come here, check, draw. And now if you come here, again check. You come here, I repeat. The queen cannot move, cannot take. And coming here, he has this additional resource, draw. Perpetual draw. Repetition of moves. So on queen check, here queen check king. This is simple draw. King cannot escape. And if you play this, he will have check. This is nothing. Check, check, and again check. Draw. So you can't push the pawn. King here draw and queen into pawn draw, whatever it is draw. So this check is a resource, and you need to notice such positions where black king is stalemated. Five things in queen and pawn ending. Five things: stalemate, one; mating net, 2. Converting to a king pawn endgame. 3. You have to always watch. King position when you are queening. 4. And then under promotion. 5. These are the 5 things I have already told you. Okay, Mukshit Shah, welcome. Marmix Shah, welcome. So, let's go to another one. White to play and win. Yuvak Patel, welcome. Naitik Mehta, welcome. White is winning. How? Huh? How? Yes. Welcome, Ania Agrawal. So there comes a good move from Birabhadra Singh, G5. This is the correct move and winning. Now, if you take the pawn, pawn into pawn, and if you take this pawn, he can have this. So you cannot take. So you cannot take any pawn. Okay. So whatever you will do now. So he played rook a7. So pawn into king into pawn is forced. Now king into pawn, you have a check. And the pawn push. The pawn push. No, why this check? I mean here, this check pawn push should win the game. This is simply winning. I just want to come here. So this is anyway g5 is winning. So he plays lost. Now you have to take the pawn. There is nothing after this check, and I will just push and push winning. So g5 is the correct plan. Well done, Birabhadra Singh, and who else? Only Birabhadra. Okay. This position is really tough, very tough position. Bari found the correct plan to win. Not easy, very difficult. There is a winning plan. You need to find the plan because the rook is ideally placed, passing both weakness and complete cutoff. So the king is also not working now. What is the plan? Winning plan for white. Veerabhadra, I will tell you, you are answering in only 5, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Veerabhadra, you have to restrict. The position is tough for super grandmasters also. You have to find correct plan. Think again. No queen. There is no tactical solution. What is the threat? There is no threat. You cannot take it. You lose the king pawn ending. So there is no threat. Welcome, Honorary Kanjar. You have to find a plan. In puzzles, you find moves, capture, check, but in these are mostly finding a plan. It is not easy that you win the game by tactics. How many means he has to make one and two and three, four, five, four, five stages he has to go through. White has to improve and has to go four, five stages. Then only he can win the game. Please take time. It's a beautiful example and very instructive also. Fight queen versus rook. Yeah, three. Why 3 minutes? I'm giving you 5 minutes. Think. वीरभद्र 5 मिनट देता हूँ सोचो. अब 5 मिनट सोचो. Very good. I will not give an hint now. Wonderful position. The rook ideal जगह में है और कट अप करके रखा है. The rook is also cutting off. No entry. And he has two good places. Two good places to oscillate. Rook will keep moving. Oscillate होगा. So what is the plan here? Very difficult. Please find. I will write back. Priti Rathi, good morning. Queen B1. No, this there is a plan. No, 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 nothing. No, no plan yet. There is a method. I will show you. Beautiful method. I have given you plenty of time. Bhakti Razai, welcome. Okay, now I have to give a hint to you. You know, the king, the only plan, there is no other plan. The only plan that you have to allow bring the pawn push and then pawn push. This is the plan. The queen should be somewhere here or here. Queen should be here at this point, and you push the pawn. You push the pawn. This is the plan. You cannot do that. You can only do when the king comes here. Only when the king comes here, you can do it. But how are you going to come? He will not allow you so easily. Now see, look stage by stage. So first the king will come. King. Now king. Idea. Now I will cross. I want to cross slowly. Cross slowly. This is the plan. He will not allow. Check. Now forced. Now you have to make a move. You cannot make king move here because the queen will enter. The moment you come, the queen will enter. Yes. But what is the plan? Virabhadra, you have to give one answer only. You said queen b5 first. Now you say bring the king. But what is the plan? How are you going to get now? You see the execution is very good. It is not that what you want. Just method is very important. Finding a plan is important. And execution is the most difficult part. So he comes here. Now how will you cross? Show me. Welcome Adi Jain. Now Birabhadra, how are you going to cross? कैसे करोगे अब? Nandini Mudaliar, he plays Queen C3, King. What next? Yes, he has made the King move. Queen F6, then Rook. Now what now? Now there is a crossroad because the King wants to cross over. King wants to cross, and you cannot play. The pawn is lost, so you have to come again. You have to play the correct move this way. This way, not a good square. This is bad because always the check possibility is there. So go the safer way. This is the safer way. Grandmaster plays very carefully. Now check. Now he cross. You can't take the pawn. You see, if the king was here, you can't come. You have to come carefully. You take the pawn, the check is there. Very careful maneuver. Once again, now check. Now king crossed. So finally, the king has crossed. This is stage 3. The king has gone there, and now a zugzwang will be created. You cannot come. It is checkmate. It is not all over yet. Only move. And now it is lost. Because you play rook here, only move. But then I play queen. Now rook cannot move. Rook cannot move. And now the king moves. Now zugzwang. Now it is zugzwang. You have to move the rook only. If you move the king, then queen coming here. Now no king move, only rook move. So he cannot move the king, and after you move the rook, he gives pawn check. And now you have to take, and now check. and now check, and now destruction. So, Krishna Doshi, it is important that you have to find the plan. You have to find king coming here all the way, push the pawn, and then come here and create a zugzwang. And now this create a zugzwang. This is zugzwang. No king move. If you move the king, the queen is coming to a fate. No, I think this is the correct zugzwang. Okay, he can move. All right. Okay. 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 He can move. He can move. Maybe what is computer showing the correct move. This is the correct move. Zugzwang only. Okay. This zugzwang. So this is because not so easy. I am still not very sure that black could have put some more tough line because as it is still not clear. Because if king here, how are you going to win? How are you going to win this game? Now if he goes here, yeah, I think this should win because now this threat is coming. This threat will come. So the pawns will fall. Yeah, this should win. So here to move the rook and now Zugzwang winning. Not easy, very tough. Five stages he has to go. He has to go through five stages. Cross the king, bring the king to g4, the push the pawn and create a Zugzwang. This position, I want your judgment. Black has four pawns against the queen. So welcome Mukund Agarwal. Hello Arpit Agarwal. What do you want Arpit? You say please answer. What is your question? Yeah, Panchal, welcome. What is the question of Arpit? I don't see any question by Arpit Agarwal. Mukund Agarwal, just welcome. Yeah, Panchal. So I want to know what happens here. Four pawns versus queen. Result क्या होगा? It is white to play. What is the result? क्या ये ड्रॉ है? क्या ब्लैक विन है या व्हाइट विन है? What is happening? क्या हो रहा है भाई? ये क्या हो रहा है? हैं? ये क्या हो रहा है? No, no, no. It is not. Okay, show me. Now, Birabhadra, you suggest white wins because his king is active. Yeah, white win. Okay, please suggest me move. Rashtra Dharma says black win. Birabhadra and Arpit say white win. तो व्हाइट क्या करेगा अभी? क्या करेगा व्हाइट? What will white do? Queen G1. Pawn queen. He will queen. Pawn on 7th rank. The pawn is queening. You give a queen check, he will queen. Virabhadra says queen e3. And what if he plays f4? Virabhadra, queen e3, he will attack the queen with f4. Then what will you do? If you play queen e3, he will play pawn f4. Uh, एक मिनट Thank you. So, what is the plan? When he plays f4, Virabhadra, you play, there is queen. Once board में queen आएगा क्या है? Queen g1 check, then king moves. This is incorrect because pawn queen. And when you give a check, king g1, king b1. You give a check, king b1. Black will win the game. If you play queen check, suppose you play queen check here, pawn queen, and you give this check, the king will come, winning. So queen check is not working. Pawn queen. Queen e3, I play f4. What will you do? Manis Radia queen here. Nothing. Pawn queens. Pawn queens. There is a next book queen. Queen a7 में कुछ नहीं है. Pawn queen हो जाएगा. If you play queen, pawn queens. You play queen e3. You want to go queen e3. He will play pawn f4. अगर क्वीन e3 खेलेंगे वो pawn f4 आएगा. Then queen हो जाएगा. You are not sure? White is winning by creating zugzwang. White is winning by playing queen e3. This is the correct move. Now examine what are the possibilities. Number one, king, which is bad. This is bad because check. And now you come, then king into pawn. This is winning. So king cannot move. King cannot move. This is not possible. Now number two, he will play here. But the king and the pawn is lost. Now if you come here, then queen check and it will lead to mate. Mate not winning all pawns. Then check and then come check and it is easily winning. So you cannot play king, you cannot play king, you cannot play g4. The only move is f4. But then you play this. Now Now the only move, if you push this pawn, it is back again. I am winning the game. You push this pawn, then I will come king and winning the game. No, this is winning. Now you queen, now check, only move, check, and then next move mate. So you cannot play f3. Now pawn push is queen. This is the only move. When you push the pawn, I will come. Then only move is queen, but then king. Zugzwang. It is a zugzwang. Hey, am I making a mistake? Am I not making a mistake? No, it is no mistake. You have to queen only. Because if you push the pawn, anyway queen is coming to e3. And if you push this pawn, then I will take queen into pawn. This is winning. Winning. King cannot move, mate. And if you come here, queen into pawn, and here this is a checkmate. Checkmate. So the whole point is after queen e3 here, this move, and you queen the pawn, then king here zugzwang. Black is in zugzwang now. Either he gets mated or lose the queen free. Okay. G1 promote knight. कहाँ से नाइट होगा? पॉन पॉन G1 promote to knight. कहाँ से होगा? ये नाइट करेगा. पॉन here you want to make a knight. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Mate. There is no possibility. Lost. So queen e3 is a good move, and now zugzwang. Nothing moving. King moves mate, and on king move, winning the game. Okay, you say knight. King move. You want to make a knight. He says now this is the one. Zugzwang. Lost. It is a zugzwang. Okay. King c3 आया था. Okay, I come here. You come here, queen and king. Now you make a knight here. Eh? You make a king here. You make a knight. Knight. So this is lost. Lost. Knight करेंगे तो जाएगा ही. Mate हो जाएगा. Mate हो जाएगा. Force. This is nothing. Force sequence of moves. I come here. This is the starting position. I am coming here. What will you do? There is force move. You are probably confused in the analysis. अभी देखिए ये पोजीशन में there are four variations. One, I will take the pawn. Now two, there is, then I will take this check and winning both the pawns. You come here, queen g1 check and both the pawns are gone. You come here, mate. So you come here and then the king comes to c3 and winning. King comes to c3 and wins the game. Okay. So only move. This is the only move and zugzwang. Zugzwang. Is there any doubt here? I will go to the next one. Now only move is queen. There is nothing, but then after that, no move. Because if you move king, mate, there is no check. You leave anywhere, mate. Lost. Okay. I hope it is clear, very clear to you. Black to play. Black to play and draw. This pawn is falling. This pawn is falling. But if you make a mistake, it is lost. So this is a very important critical moment. Don't make a mistake now. You will lose. You have to find correct moves. ऑलरेडी एक पासपान है और दूसरा पासपान निकल रहा है, तो यू नीड टू फाइंड अ वे टू गिव रेजिस्टेंस. यस, राष्ट्र धर्म एक पोजीशन एनालिसिस में, अभी आपको मैं कन्विंस कर रहा हूं. चलो, आई कम हियर, एनालिसिस में कह रहा हूं, आई एम टेलिंग यू इन एनालिसिस. अभी मूव क्या है? अभी किंग आएगा, इट इज लॉस्ट. देखो ये आएगा चेक एंड विनिंग. अब ये पहुंच जाएगा, तो किंग कैनॉट कम. अभी किंग आएगा, सो दिस पोजीशन क्वीन इनटू पॉन. So there is no king move. King move loses, king move loses, and now pawn move loses. Then if you play king here wins. King here is winning. दोनों pawn जाएगा. So the only move is pawn push. And now come here. Now you have to come queen. If you make a knight, it is a mate. Only move queen. And then king. Zugzwang. There is no choice. You have no moves here. अगर वापस आएगा, so I come here winning. This is winning. You can't move. You can't move. No, I can just take this pawn and win the game. I can just take the pawn and you come here. This is finished. Finish. So जुगजुआंग है. एनालिसिस में किंग C3 आया था, मैं दिखा रहा हूं. अभी ये मूव को आपका मूव क्या है? There is no magic here. There is only straight away concrete variation. Only move. Then I come here and you have to play queen only. There is nothing and I come. Winning. It is a four sequence of moves. There is no choice. White to play. No, it is now black to play. Find the correct plan to draw. Okay, you are taking time. This is rather a simple method. Your bishop should be, bishops belongs here and the king should be here. That's all. So this is the correct move. Your bishop should go this. Draw. Okay. Next. Because if you bring the king, king is here. Draw. So draw. You will just oscillate. Draw. No progress. So this is the whole point. The bishop must switch to the diagonal. The bishop must come here. You know, the bishop should come here and draw. That is, otherwise it is losing. If you play some moves, some west moves, it is winning the game. If you play king move, it is bad. This is to draw. So timing, the question is timing. Actually, this is not a winning position, but there is a plan that black has chance. Black has chance to win. There is no force win here. The correct play it's a draw, but black must try. What is the method? What is at least a initiative for black? What will he do now? White cannot defend always correctly. One extra pawn, but black pawn are double pawns. Still black has chance. Okay, somebody has to come up with a plan. Okay, the plan is to break open. You need to open the bishop's position. You need to open. That is the only plan. There is no other plan. So this move. Now this is bad. If you do this, I am going to get a break. So pawn into pawn. Now push. This is the point. Now if you come back passively, you will enter with the king. So take. Black has made one successful attempt and opened the bishop. And now again the correct execution. You have to choose between this move or this move or this move. This is the correct move. This is wrong. This is a bad move. We knight will come, and a5 will come, a6 will come, draw. So it is a wrong thinking to play. So correct move. Now also it is a draw. Now also it is a correct play, draw. But he made a bad move. That is what happens in chess. No, it is not easy. End game, it is not easy. Very difficult to make. First of all, how many decisions? Now this is, here ND1 would have drawn the game. ND1 he can draw. And now knight. This is draw. 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 But in the game he played a bad move, NE2. He played in the game NE2. Lost. Notice here. Notice here. This is the win. And now in this position, it is possible to make an error. What is this happening here? So the correct move b5 and c5, take. And once again, black has to find after the correct one, the correct move. Moir Lal, Moir Bhai, good morning. Okay, King dear. Now King. Now again you see, after find the right plan, now again the correct move. This is the correct move. This is wrong. So the reason is, when you come, if you come king here, he will enter. This is a bad move. Now the king is entering. This position, white to play, white in zugzwang. Now black to play, he will draw because when you enter, the king is coming. So this is the point. So you play king, only when he comes here, you come. Refinement, mechanically, generally, in a blitz game, you will play very quickly. In a blitz game, you want to come quickly. So the correct move is king here till the king comes, and then you come. Then you come. And now I enter. Or if you come king, if you bring king, I will push him back. Lost. This is the point. And winning the game. Zugzwang. I hope you understand the main idea I am showing you, that related square, creating Zugzwang. Okay. Rustom Dautov, Grandmaster, he was trainer second of Anand for some time. So he was black here and he won very good in end game. Dautov. White to play and win. You need to find the tactical targets. White is in a winning position actually. The point is, white should come here now. Now there are many threats are there. So the main threat is this. So you have to guard that. You must guard it. Now there is a force sequence of it. This check has no meaning. This check has no meaning. So you have to come now. Rook check and rook. In all variations, now white is having upper hand now. You cannot take the pawn. The moment you take the pawn, rook into knight is coming. The knight has no move. Your knight is paralyzed, rook is paralyzed, and king also. The bishop plays no role in the game. There is nothing bishop will do here. So he plays in the game, bishop attacking the pawn. So check, check. King cannot take. If you king take, rook into knight wins. So only move, only move. Check, only move. Rook check. King cannot take the pawn. King cannot take. The only move, rook check. Again the only move, bishop check. Zugzwang. Now the king he cannot come here on account of score check, and the pawn is lost. Check and winning. He cannot come here, rook into pawn. He cannot take it, rook into knight winning. Both the places. He goes to anywhere, rook into knight. Lost. So positioning the pieces correctly. After the move, knight here, and now it is lost. three pawns, three pass pawns for the exchange. So I want you players to think what is the result of the game. I mean, can white draw the game or is it black winning the game? क्या हो रहा है ये? क्या ब्लैक जीत पाएगा या व्हाइट कैन ड्रॉ द गेम? क्या होगा? तीन पासवान है. Nobody is participating. Somebody tell some analysis, suggest a move. Okay, this is actually a draw. This is a draw because the king is an ideal place and the rook is also. So, and he has the move. If it is black to play, black is winning. But white to play, draw. Virabhadra, not rook f6. Virabhadra, rook f6 will lose the game. If you take the pawn, it is lost. No, it is lost. You have to give a check. You take the pawn directly, it is lost. Lost. Lost position. जुगजुआंग है. ये आएगा, दूसरा कुछ मूव नहीं है. So only move but king and now pawn push winning. So the correct plan is rook check. This is a draw. Now let us variation 1 and 2. Both will see. Suppose you come king here, rook into pawn push, rook attacks. Pawn push, rook attacks. Pawn push, rook takes pawn. Now black will collect the rook. King. But now king. The tempo. This is a draw. Rook into pawn. This is a wonderful draw. Rook into and now pawn push. There is no time. You don't have time. Bishop f1 आ जाएगा. So pawn push draw. He will push the pawn. You push. Now this is a threat. This is a threat. And if you push the pawn, king attacks, and you bring here, then pawn push. Just you have to take it. So you have no time to push. Push king, bishop here, but then queen. Draw. That means when you play king f1, it is a draw. So in the position, we give a check. This check is correct. So you have to play kg3. Check. Take the pawn. This is also tricky. King. Now king will come. Idea, he wants to now come here and then push the pawn. It appears it is lost now. It appears, but actually it's still a draw. Now the point is this is the only move. This is because pawn push will blockade will come. King h7 h2 will come. You push the pawn. So rook here. Now you push the pawn. I will take rook into pawn, and you push the pawn. I will block. So he will play king. Idea, he wants to block here. He wants to block here and then give a threat. No other plan. Check. Check again. And now rook back rank. Now this is not working. This will lose the game. This will pawn check and bishop f3 check will win the game. So you cover the back rank. The check. Now if you give a check, no problem. King d2 draw. So only move. And now once again you cover second rank. Pawn check, rook into rook into. So it is a tough job. It's not that easy. So the correct move was give a check in the starting position. The starting position here you have to give a check. Then only it's a draw. But if you take directly, it is losing the game. I hope you understand that intermediary check, whether you come king g1 or king g3, both are draw. So the king is an ideal place. You have to move and draw the game. Okay, I leave it. I go to the next one. Is that clear to you all? Is that clear? This position actually it is a draw because black has winning chance because the pawn is dangerous because this is winning the pawn, and after that the pass pawn is coming. So black has chance, but it correct play white can draw because white also will come forward. White has also come. So he comes knight, knight. So gives check. You have to defend the pawn. Now the process is slow. It is only you see you have to come here, take, and this pawn wins. It is taking time, but it is coming. When you look at the first glance, that black is winning because the knight will come and protect here. This is the plan, and the pawn is unstoppable. But despite that, the resource of draw is there. Jai Vyas, welcome. Suresh Bhai Chawda, nice. So my pawn push knight. You have to push the pawn. Now push. Now the point is, if you come only move, so it goes. Now the question is time. King, now queen. Despite this, this is a draw. Even though queen on the board, you can draw the game, but correct play. This move. Now just king. There is a simple draw here. You have to go knight here, draw. Just play knight. It's a draw. There is nothing other than repetition. Nothing other than repetition. Draw. कुछ नहीं हो. But he made a bad move here. He made a bad move. This is simple draw. Bad move. Still the draw is there. Though it is not so good move, still draw is there. Check. Check. Now once again it is a very easy draw because black cannot enter king pawn endgame. King pawn endgame, white is better. King pawn endgame, white better because the pawn is a easy target for the king. So this is bad move. You have to play this draw. This is an easy draw. Check this. And now you go, I will give cover. So this is very simple draw. After the check, you should go to the correct square draw. And this is Typical wrong square. This square he loses the game. All of you know, very easy to say. Now he plays this. This is a draw. You give a check, then king goes here, no more win. The king will wait here only, here only. Draw. So bad move. Now there is a simple win. Queen check, and now king here. Elementary win. But अभी time trouble है. This is all going in time trouble. All going time trouble में चल रहा है. These are like practical end games. So check दिया. अभी भी win हो रहा है. अभी ये win है. अभी ये check दो. ये force होगा. ये नहीं आ गया. नहीं आ सकता है. ये force होगा. वही पोजीशन आ जाएगा. But in the game he played a bad move. ये आया. अभी pawn मारा और draw हो गया. Draw. So mistakes by both sides. Mistakes by both sides. प्रैक्टिकल एंड गेम में हमको यही देखते हैं. अभी दिस पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन इज करेक्ट प्ले. व्हाइट कैन होल्ड ड्रॉ. व्हाइट कैन ड्रॉ द गेम. हाउ? There is a forced draw. How? Please participate. How white can draw the game? Extend down. No. This is bad move. This is bad move. This loses the game. This is the correct move. Now why this will lose the game? Because he will come rook check and rook here lost. Now both the pawns lost. He will win this pawn. So it is lost. So the correct move is as g6. Now he give a check. He will go after this pawn. Rook here, pawn push. Rook takes pawn, pawn push. Now rook here only move. Now this is a draw. You see, you cannot go directly. This is bad. Rook check will come. So it is important to push the king backward. So give a check. And now this is draw. Draw, no more win. अभी कुछ नहीं होगा. Because the pawn 7th rank, pawn on the 7th house, I will attack. ये ब्लंडर है. बिशप चेक आ जाएगा. ये बिशप चेक आ जाएगा. So when I attack, you have to go here somewhere. Then again I come. Draw. Draw. Or maybe I come here. So keep an attack on the pawn. Because if you come, then I queen and take the draw. Draw. So here, this correct move here, this is a draw. But white played bad move and lost. This is lost. After this is a easy draw, bad move. Now he comes here. Look, bishop attack now. Lost. Theoretically lost. Now bishop has no move. No square, no square, no square. Why no square? Because he will give a check and push the king and then win. King cannot come here. If you come here, then a check will come. And rook will come. And now the pawn push will come and winning the game. So you have no square. As bishop is lost and winning. You can't take the pawn. and the king is coming. So I will discuss two, three positions after this. I think हो गया क्या end game? हो गया ये भाई हो गया ये नहीं और है चार चार है. So this position is white, white to play. White is winning actually because outside pass pawn superior piece, but actually zugzwang. The winning method is only by creating zugzwang. So bishop c4 and now bishop. This is the only winning plan. Other moves not win draw. If you play this, this is a draw now. So this is the correct plan. Now only move king. Now king zugzwang. He is entering h4. Pawn moves are finished. Now the plan is white wants to enter with the king. There is nothing. You enter, you come here. This is losing the game. Here, what will happen? I will come. Maybe this is just winning. This is just winning. So you cannot give a check. Enter, enter. Bishop into. Actually, in end game, you should not take it lightly. This is still very difficult because it is a speed threat. There is a threat he is giving. He is giving a threat to win the pawn. So only move. Only move. The point is now if you allow, I am giving a threat queen, and if you push this pawn, I am going to take it. So push, push, queen, queen. Now queen, queen. That is strange that the particular position is winning because the knight is lost tactically. Knight is lost tactically. So the check, check, and now queen d6 check. This is the one. Here check. You cannot come other square. Here you come, king e1 is winning, queen e3 check, and down knight will come, then bishop is winning the game. एक दो check आएगा, that's all. Lost. King pawn end game. I will exchange everything and zoom. So you can't play. Queen check, only move king, bishop check, only move queen d6 check, and now queen will fall. I mean knight will fall. Whatever you do, now you come here, the queen check is coming, and you come here, queen a3 check is coming. Queen a3 check is coming. The knight is lost anyway. Very difficult. This is all. It is. I am only showing analysis. Honestly speaking, in the game, it is not possible for me also to demonstrate everything correctly. I am only presenting the analysis to you of grandmaster play. So creating the zugzwang, some more black to play and win. Your partner is Vladimir Gurevich. Black to play and win, Babu. Okay, somebody show me a plan. You know why black is winning the game? Black is winning the game. Why? तीन पान को तीन पान है. What is the problem of white? White's problem is the immobility of the rook. रूक का मोबिलिटी नहीं है. आप बोलेंगे और ये पॉन प्रोटेक्टेड है, ये पॉन प्रोटेक्टेड है, तीन तीन पॉन है, ये नहीं चलता है. दिस रूक इज एक्टिव, दिस रूक इज पैसिव. ये फर्क है, ये फर्क है. सो ओके, नाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड बैड रूक पोजिशन. लेकिन करना क्या है? वो तो घुटने टेक देगा, घुटने नहीं टेक देगा. व्हाइट करेगा क्या अभी? ब्लैक कैसा जीतेगा? नॉट रूकी वन. नो 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 नो, रूकी वन में कोई कुछ नहीं होगा. Bruce Parmar says rookie one. I don't think rookie one is not good move. There is no correct plan. The correct plan is क्या ये दो दो क्यों है? ये दो दो क्यों है? ये निकाल दो, ये निकाल दो. So the correct plan, rook must belong to this position. This is the plan, and then you win the game, and then you will start creating threat. This is the only plan. There is no other plan. Bad rook, good rook. So rook आएगा. अभी रूक का कोई मोबिलिटी नहीं है. ये रूक गणपत है, कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. यू कैन डू दिस. ये रूक चेक में जाएगा. सो ही कम्स, he comes. Now if you play pawn into pawn, outside pass pawn, ये मार देगा. And now this is a winning end game because this is extra pawn. चला जाएगा, ये दोनों pawn चला जाएगा. Outside pass pawn, so he cannot take it. वो आया तो pawn. अभी क्या है? It is instructive. ये ब्लंडर है, ये ब्लंडर है. क्यों मार देगा? ये ड्रॉ. तो इतना अच्छा पोजीशन, अच्छा खेल के डोंट मेक ए ब्लंडर. यू जस्ट प्ले वेट. जुगजुआन, जुगजुआन. Idea. Now pawn push check is coming, winning the game. Unstoppable. कुछ नहीं होगा. अभी ये आएगा तो pawn push. रूक ऐसा है कि ऐसा ही है, लॉस्ट. So the whole point is your rook should come here, then only you win. You say rook is bad, तो okay जीतो. If you do not find the plan, not winning. Rook coming here, hey, rook coming here, and then rook coming here, and then rook, and then again the correct move, rook go away. Wait. नी पटेल रूक वन e4 नहीं चलता है. नी पटेल ओके चलो, रूक e1. ओके अभी किंग आएगा तो यू प्ले रूक e4, तो मैं मार देगा, तो मारेगा. अभी किंग, ब्लैक इज इन जुगजुआ. व्हाइट विल विन द गेम नाउ. Now white will win. So we should not make, end game. The method is important. Don't try to force some idea quickly. So the correct move is rook, rook coming. No, 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 no. Rook coming here, and then this is win. Certainly win. Is that clear to you? I hope I am clear here. I will go to the next position. Next position. This is an interesting position. Abhi pawn structure is better for white, but white rook is passive. But here's a pass pawn 7th rank. So game draw होना चाहिए. Correct play draw. Okay, this is an important thing. And white finds the correct move. White finds the correct move. Arladillion versus Nanu. Nanu is black, white played correct. So here, correct. If you play this, then this is winning. White will win the game now. So this is a mistake. It is a mistake to play this. Okay, this is winning. So here h4 is good move. No, this should come. So h4 king coming. H4. Now h6 is losing. Zugzwang. The king is entering now. Now the king आ जाएगा ये. अभी ये आ जाएगा, ये आ जाएगा. अभी ये आएगा. अभी this is lost. Zugzwang है ये. So this is bad. So you have to play g6. This is the correct move. Keeping the option to play here. But then take and this. But now it should draw. It should draw that. Abhi, now you will collect the pawn and now 2 versus 1 it should draw. Only move. Draw. Take. Draw. This is a theoretical easy draw. There is nothing. Now this position, there is third rank cut-off draw. ये भी draw. This is draw. ये भी draw है. Even here this is also a draw. Even this is also a draw. But unnecessary क्यों complicate करना? ये भी draw है. ये भी draw है. But when there is an easy draw, simple third rank cut-off, the moment you push, I will come. No shelter. No shelter for the king. So draw on. Last position. Black to play and win. Black to play and win. Veerabhadra Singh, Khush Parmar. Correct answer. Veerabhadra Singh and Khush Parmar. Correct answer. G3. ना इसे मार सकता है. Not possible. You cannot take pawn is queening. So move forced है. So push the pawn. This is force move. Yeah, if you play this is lost. So force move. Hey, force move. Now push the pawn. Now the king cannot stop, but knight is coming. Idea, there is a fork. There is a fork. So knight under promotion. I told you under promotion. It is always watch. Now king into knight, knight into pawn. Abhi this pass pawn is very. Knight is a bad defender. Already you know the knight is a bad defender against rook pass pawn. तो आएगा इधर. So he will come knight to stop. The pawn is coming here. To only move and attack the knight. Push the knight to corner. Now the king will come. The king will come. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, you cannot come here. If you come to this point, there is a fork. Fork. So come, enter, come, enter. Gaya, gaya, we lost. Now I wanted to show you 2 3 end games because ये तो मेरा जो है सिलेक्शन आज का खत्म हो गया है. But in the process I wanted to show you 2 3 things. एक है एक है अ, ऐसा है. One position I must show you because I told you that time you need to open up the position, then only you win the game. अरे बाबा टाइम जा रहा है. दिखा है. I will show you that plan. Yeah. Ah, this is the position. This is the position I'm talking. Now, white to play and win. क्या करोगे? See, what is the winning plan? The point is, the queen is tied down for the pawn. नहीं तो ये check आएगा और मार जाएगा. Queen is tied down. Now, in the game he played knight. So he played pawn push because suddenly the queen can enter. Sometime queen can enter. So he stopped that queen entry. What is the plan now? Knight into this is a bad move. You cannot take this. That will run into trouble. That will run into trouble. If you take this, so anytime you take, I give a check and then I will take. So you can't take this. So what is the plan? If he played c6, now how black white will win the game? To Sparma, if white plays g4, I have to go back to the position. I will go back. Okay, ये तो रहने दो. मैं वो position दिखाऊंगा आपको. So you want to see that position. What if g4? I have to go back. अब ये position में he played this position. Pawn and pawn push. So you want to play g4. So g4 तो lost है. After you play g4, king will come, and now the queen is just coming. Just queen. कम से कम यहाँ पार तो नहीं है अभी. तो g4 में नहीं चलेगा. So pawn push. Now you have to play only move, and now I queen knight. If you make queen, it is a fork, and if you give a check, the king comes here. So you have to make a knight. So g4 का गुंजाइश नहीं है. उस फार्मर g4 कब खेलेगा? अब if you play g4, it is immediately win. If you play g4, it is immediate win. Completely lost. Unstoppable queen. That's why you can't play g4. So let's see the winning plan here. I told you you need to open. अभी आपको क्या करना है? ये pawn को exchange करना है. ये pawn f3 का exchange करना है. King को open करना है. Then the check, 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 and I'll win. You understand? So This is the winning plan. So he comes now, pawn push, takes. You take it, it is open. Is once you take the pawn, this pawn will reach here. So takes. Now h4, takes, check, 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 and now pick up. So you need to expose the king, then only you win. And now one end game, you know, see in that position, I told you, आपको मैं ये बताना जरूरी है. ये देखो, ये जरूरी है. कहाँ गया वो बाबू? ये जो एंडिंग में दिखा रहा था, या see this position. Now, for example, you come here, this, and now pawn push, this. Okay, let us say the pawn is gone. Bishop versus pawn. So that I want to discuss. Okay, here, let us imagine the king is here, the pawn is here, and the rook is here, and the bishop is here. Black king somewhere here. This position, it is a draw. This position, white to play cannot win the game. Rasik Padvi, hello, welcome. This position is not a win. The reason is white to play. Suppose you king here, I give a check, and I repeat. Now, if you push the pawn, it is a blunder to take. It's a blunder because king comes and wins, but he will come here, and then I will take it. Next move I will take, draw. Sorry. Next move I will take, draw. So you cannot push the pawn because of king. You cannot bring the king because of check. Now let us say you try to cross over. You try to cross over like this. You attack the rook bishop. I'll just wait. No progress. You come here, I give a check. You come here, I give a check. Draw. Just wait. Here, just wait. Maybe here, I should not wait there. This is blunder because king will go to g6. So here, I think this is good enough. If you go king g6 is coming. Draw. Okay. So these are theoretical draw. In the game that you must notice that this position, that resource of draw is there. Even though your exchange down, he cannot make progress. Check. So this is a theoretical draw. I hope you understand. It is not opposite color bishop corner. This is a different theme. There is no opposite color. For example, I can bring it to center also. I can I can bring it to this position like this, like this, like this, and like this. This is this is no opposite. This is also a draw. No. Bishop should be here. The bishop should be here. It is also a draw. You cannot push the pawn. The king will come. And if you come here, I will drive it. Drive correct. Push him back. Draw. So you cannot push. I cannot come. And the check makes no sense. This is just draw. So of course, I will tell you, it is not 100%. I am only giving you idea that you have to defend every time accurately. You have to defend accurately. So suppose you make 20-25 moves, a player may get tired and make bad moves. So you have to be very energetic and fresh mind. So I hope that you agree with me. This position is a draw. Anybody has a doubt? No, Kush Farmer, it is not opposite color. Corner, this is not in corner. This is a different thing. This is a different thing. Okay. So this is a draw. Anybody has doubt? Please ask me. I will discuss. The position is difficult. Once I was discussing this position with former national champion Nasir Ali. He showed me some plan, and I could not defend at some point. But maybe I was very tired after a 1.5 hour of analysis. I made some mistake. But it's not a real game. It was an analysis, not a tournament game. But it is a draw, I think. No win. Okay. So players, please keep a note. Exchange and pawn down. Also, it is possible to hold the game. Okay. But it is rook pawn is a different story. Suppose I will make a rook pawn. Now king here, pawn, here rook and then bishop. This position is winning for white. But if you put the pawn here, this position is a draw. There is no more win. Draw because you push the pawn and uh, it is bishop here. I'll put it bishop here. This is a draw. Draw. You push the pawn, I take, and now you cannot come. Just I will wait. So, but the pawn is here. It is lost. If the pawn is here, white is winning the game. I have already showed. Let me demonstrate once more. So king. Now I will bring the bishop. Check. He will bring the bishop. Now you come out. It is stalemate. You come out. He has to come here. Give a rook check. You cannot do this. Pawn check will win the game. So you have to again go. You can't come here. This is lost. So again you have to go. But then I come king. And this is the winning plan. So he has to move somewhere. Then give a check. He has to come. Now this is in a mating net. So control the square. Control the check. You made threat. You only move. And this is the time you push. Now it is too late. Pawn goes 7. So defense, the square is gone. No more defense. So here you played this move, check and this move. Let us say you make another move. You make this move. Or you make bishop to c4. A new move. Then this is the square you need to watch. So give a check. And now go to this square, controlling this. And mate threat. And watching the square also. So only move. But then this is the time to push the pawn. Check is meaningless. Rook check is stupid, waste of time. So this is winning. Winning the game. So this is a corner. This is Kush Farmer. This is a question of wrong color. But the pawn was here. So it is winning. I will discuss about another position. Another position I will discuss in the another future sessions. So thank you very much, friends, being with me. I will be back at 2:30 p.m. today for the next session. तब तक सबको मेरा नमस्कार. Take care and bye.